Hello there.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the show. It's your boy Lex Money. We're resuming normal service today, guys. It's Monday. We need to go and check out where our next levels of support are for Aero. Alright, guys, now before we do start, I want to say big up to everybody who joined the family last week. There's quite a lot of you guys who were Aero holders who joined the channel. So I want to say a big thank you to everybody. Now, you've got utility coins. You've got base shit coins. Aero is not a shit coin. It is a utility coin, but it falls under the base coin, as we spoke about in the past two videos, even though it's not showing on CoinMarketCap. Yes, I will mention that every single video. Actually, with that being said, hold on. Boom. So first of all, guys, go and let's just try and get Aero shed some light on, okay? I'm only a small fish still, but with you guys, we can be heard. So again, go and follow the X, LexMoney888, and then go and give this like a like and a retweet, engage with it. Now, guys, Aerodrome is $1.19, $1.18-ish today, okay? We blew through that first resistance. Now we're starting to knock our heads on some higher resistance. We'll get into our trading view at the end of the video to see exactly how low we can be expecting and where we can be picking up our next longs. But Aero is looking good, guys. Aero is looking good. You're going to get new people that entered the market last week a little bit upset because they bought the top. They bought $1.25. We're now $1.18. If we go down to $1, how upset are they going to be? They're going to be quite upset. But then we focus on things like this. The voting incentives are on the up. Voting incentives have been rather consistent at $2 million lately, but last epoch they topped at $3 million, a marked increase week over week, and overall the second largest they have ever had. Total rewards on the SM, 100% goes to V Aero voters. And now before we do get into more Aero stuff, just a quick little intermission, guys. October is here tomorrow, okay? October is here tomorrow. And the general consensus is that we are up only, right? This is what we're doing to October. We can have some shakeouts in like the first couple of weeks of October, so we gotta be careful, we gotta be patient. That's why I say to all the private community as well, shout out everyone in the private community, we must keep a cash position for days like today. Maybe we start the week off red and we continue the week red, right? And we get some amazing buying opportunities. Someone asked me in the chat, they were like, what have you been buying last week? I said, nothing. I've been letting my portfolio do its thing, seeing how we react, and then when we do have pullback days, I can reassess and see if it's at a good level of entry. So again, you're going to get everybody posting online saying October, but let's have a little bit of a chill-tober to start off the week. Now, back to Aero. In the past year alone, Aerodrome Finance has processed $12 billion in USDC transfer volume on base. It's no surprise to see them reach a $1 billion TVL so quickly. $12 billion in USDC, guys. What's your favorite stablecoin? Let me know. Do you use USDT or do you use USDC? I used to be a USDT guy, and I don't know, I just feel like it's a little bit too up in the air with certain things, you know, only having like, what, 12 employees or whatever it is. USDC seems, you know, it seems really, really good. Always super cheap, always super fast. I like Solana as well. So, you know, using the Solana ecosystem rather than having to use like Tron, BNB or ERC20 in certain circumstances is really nice. So I hold a lot of stables in USDC now. I have got a little bit of USDT because you can never be 100%. But look, $1 billion TVL looking tasty. And now look, sentiment check. Right, Aero was down here, guys. Aero was down here, boring, 40 cents, 50 cents, and now we're having pump time. Okay, so again, what I want to say, even though this is an Aero video, this is like a sentiment check video to say everybody last week was messaging me when Aero was just pumping up. We were at 70 cents, people were still ignoring it. Once we got to like, we broke that dollar, it's a psychological level, okay? So we must pay attention to all the psychological levels, and especially like when we're DCAing out. You know that my upper target is gonna be around $8. Let's actually have a look at our targets. Now again, guys, why these are the targets, I'm not gonna say it in today's video because I'm gonna go and plug a previous video. If you missed that, go and watch it. But look, we've got $3.59, $5.54, $7.51, and the top for cake was around $8.50, right? Then you've got the $10 blow off top, okay? So psychological levels, $5, $7.50, $10, all psychological levels. You need to get out before the crowd, guys. So, you know, even if maybe you had a fat bag and you're not going to sell any at $3.59, I would say, well, maybe we move that $5 down to like $4.50. Try and get out before the crowd. And this is something that all of you guys who are maybe new to the market now, you need to be prepared for, okay? Because you're going to have the herd selling at all of these big key levels. And sometimes the orders don't get filled depending on what exchange you're on, guys, okay? So be careful. Make sure you do set your sell orders as well, because, you know, what happened if tomorrow we pumped all the way up to $10 and then we have an insta dump and then we just flatline. Not saying that's going to happen, but just saying, you know, be prepared for all outcomes, because you don't want to be caught sleeping, see that all your price targets got hit and then you're a bag holder again for another 4 years. Don't do it. Happened to me with like locking up things and, you know, not being as on it as what I am now, okay? So I don't want you to make the same mistakes I made in the past, because I love you guys. But look, while I'm saying chill, while I'm saying be careful, while I'm saying be patient, look at the end of year rally that we're coming into, guys. You already know that we've got the bullish cross on the weekly on the Binance chart. Looks like we're trying to break out from this descending level of resistance. Now, again, I said in many videos before, I don't know if it was an Aero one or what it was, that we would like to print a higher low in the channel and then break out. And the higher low would scare the absolute shit out of a lot of people. But it's not only Bitcoin USD that we need to keep an eye on, we also need to keep an eye on the Bitcoin dominance chart, the DXY. If we look at the dominance chart, every single time we've had a breakdown in dominance, guys, and we had a little bit of a breakdown in dominance last week, it was only a couple of percent, you start to see the alts rally, okay? So that was paired with the DXY forming lower lows and lower highs. Once we really do break down for both of these guys, okay, it's gonna be an immense altcoin season. But now, as many of you saw at the beginning of the video, we are in a massive wedge right now, which is fine, okay? We might be consolidating in here for the next week. If we see when this wedge would actually peak out at, if we just bring it along a little bit more, we can say this wedge should realistically peak by Monday the 7th of October. So that's going to be exactly a week's time, okay? So if we have choppy up and down, you know, go to $1.26, dip down to $1.15, back up to $1.24, dip back down to $1.18, that's going to be fine, and we can actually start to trade those moves as well, guys. And I'm planning on adding some trades if we do hit the lower levels of resistance, or if we do hit the upper levels of resistance as well. And that's going to be over on Blowfin, guys. Blowfin, the only place that you can actually trade 25x leverage with Aerodrome. So again, link for that's in the description. I'm shilling it because it helps me out, right? If you use my link, it's great. That's why all these YouTubers shill their links, okay? It helps me tell Blowfin that, right, keep working with Lex, okay? So if you want to help me, then go do the thing. Again, you don't have to. I don't care. I'm just happy that you're here, to be honest. But look at this. We had this breakout, okay? We tracked this on Blowfin. The breakout trade, if you got in at the retest of this breakout, then, you know, it's currently up 90%. If you did a 5x leverage, that's 500%, okay? If you did a 25x leverage, which is possible on Blowfin for Aero, that would have been a 25x. Put a little 1k on, 25k, all right? So again, you know, you can go and trade on Blowfin. You can join the community pool as well, because we're doing a lot of trades in the private community. So again, we might add some Aero ones this week. But Aero is looking really, really good, guys. Printed higher highs now. Even if we come back and we retest this $1 range and we can get a little long level from here, that's going to be fantastic. You can see on the Blowfin chart, the actual 1618 resistance was around $1.34. And that's what we expected on our trading view as well. But we didn't really get that high. Maybe we just coil up for the next week and then we start to tackle that $1.34. No problem. But Aerodrome is looking really, really good, guys. And my next level of interest, if I wasn't in Aerodrome right now, and again, I'm not buying these levels because I'm already in. But if I wasn't in, I'd be buying $1.13, $1.09, $1.04 on the breakdown. Or if you really got ants in your pants, I would just buy on this trend line, on this support line. Okay, so that would be my plan. Again, not financial advice. Do your own thing. Okay, do your own research, guys. Right? But that's it. Aerodrome looking good. Well done for everybody who is riding the Aerodrome train with me. Wow, so that's it. If you made it this far, please be sure to support the channel by number 1, dropping me a comment. Number 2, dropping a like. Number 3, subscribing. Peace.